Okay, I am assuming we are now recording. Alright, y'all. Long time no see. I honestly just... No, first off, happy summer for all y'all that's finally getting off of school. I am off of school, enjoying my summer. Actually, no, not really. Let me stop capping with this. But honestly, I know y'all done missed my videos. And, by the way, quick note. I see we are almost to 50 subscribers, so let's freaking go. 5 more subs. 5 more subs to go. But anyways, without further ado, let's just go ahead and just get into the video. Oh, and also, by the way, before I forget, today we shall be reacting to the newest CJ dachamp video, the nonchalant trial of sonjin. And if y'all don't know what anime he is from Anime Soul Leveling. And also, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this, but hopefully I will. I decided that I shall start doing anime reactions. And the first anime I shall react to is Soul Leveling. Yeah. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and get into it.
Finally, after many trials and errors, an entire video corrupting on a man.
Well, that explains it. Other was meant to post two videos a month, and we only end up getting one last month. Wasn't even summer yet. You lied.
Leading to the worst crash out he's ever had in his life. To Rampage Jacksoning his f***ing door.
I've seen worse.
Doing an entire video from scratch. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back after experiencing the worst technical difficulty I've ever experienced. Still don't know how that happened. But oh boy, another day, another trial for one of the most anticipated characters ever. People have been asking me to do a video on this motherfucker for ages. Even before the anime came out. They just wanted straight manhwa panels. But it is none other than the...
This is the third new way I've heard a person say manga in like the past freaking 2 months.
Manga!
Nah, you just said you didn't want to be in the freaking video. Now be quiet or else get over here.
No, I'm not gonna.
By the way, if y'all heard that, that was my cousin. I'm currently chilling over at her house. And I kept asking her if she wanted to be in the video, but she said no, and now she want to jump in and say something.
Serial ore farming E-rank smurf of doom, Mr. Sung Jin Woo. So prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get their ass beat when he knows damn well he can one-shot the nigga.
That ass like he got a point, because like, you know damn well he can do something, but he's just watching them almost being on the verge of death. And like, you know, off the top of my head, I can at least name about 3 times, actually no, 4 times he did this shit.
Ain't even gonna lie to y'all, every time he does this shit, I'm adding a charge because what the f, bro? So, without further ado, the Jin Woo trials.
I mean, I tutor high schoolers mostly.
Yeah, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So before we actually dive into Exhibit A, let's get a little context on Mr. Jin Woo here. So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into an action RPG. These things called gates started opening up in the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called hunters. Now, these hunters had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank. S being the cream of the crop, highest rank niggas in the game. These are your one above alls, radiants, challengers, and basically any other high-ass rank in any other game.
You know, speaking of Marvel Rivals, if y'all want another Marvel Rivals video, there has been some new skins. Okay, not skins, but characters that have dropped, and I am willing to show y'all, do some videos on them, so just drop a comment, let me know.
Niggas don't touch grass in showers? Never heard of them.
This is why I can never just really be a sweat, because this shit. I've already said this too many times, like, man, I'm a big person, and if any of y'all else has like had to deal with the pain of being on the bigger side of the spectrum, y'all already know the pain that it'd be when it comes to having to keep yourself smelling nice. So Yeah, I honestly just couldn't do it. Like, shit, I'll try, but nigga, I have never made it to the top once. Not even once.
For example, look
No
at
matter
fine
what
shit
game I
right
play.
here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she cannot bear the smell of all these sweaty ass niggas.
I don't know who it is, but somebody smell like shit.
And then it goes from A rank to B, C, D, and E. And Jin Woo was a fucking
Boy, ain't no way.
Damn.
This nigga was trash. He sucked! Hot ass, button buns. And what made it
Okay, what
worse,
the frick
he
is that
was a
gift?
DPS. So that's how you know he really was trash. And to make it even more worse, in this world, once you get around,
Deadass before he finally had a glove, he looked soft as hell.
you're stuck there. There's no leveling up. You are hard stuck. So this man, Jinwoo, was hard stuck bronze 3. And he was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had a sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jinwoo's here? Ah, shit, this gonna be a walk in the park, my nigga. This nigga even had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine shit number 1 because that's what I'm gonna call it because I don't know if her name. She out here.
Alright, look. Spoilers for the anime, I guess you could say. But like, look. Me personally, I think he should have stayed with her. I genuinely think he should have stayed with her. Oh, life lesson. Always stick with the people that loved you before you finally got your glow up.
Don't worry.
Having to heal this nigga 24/7 because he's struggling with a fucking goblin. She looking at this nigga every time like, Jinwoo, you gotta stop this shit. I'm having to pocket your scrub ass every fucking raid. And the reason why
Seriously, struggling with a freaking goblin is kind of insane. Their whole stick is for being known as being the weakest motherfuckers to fight. In, like, no matter what game it is, like, if it has goblins, then I guarantee they are somewhere near the bottom or just directly at the bottom. Like, them bitches are so weak, you would just straight throw hands with them things, and you'd still probably win.
bro was even doing this in the first place was because his mama was in a coma.
Damn.
Was dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen. Nigga was a trash ass hunter, mama in a coma, and his dad went to go get fucking milk. Backstory so tragic you would think Oda wrote this shit. Now I'm
Shit, anybody know when the English dub for the new One Piece episodes dropping? Shit, I've seen the episodes being recapped everywhere, and like, honestly, I need this shit now. I am not ready. I am not ready though for Kuma's backstory, because everywhere I go, like, I mean, I read the manga for Pete's sake. I knew what was coming. And why is this? It's much sadder now. God damn it, Oda.
speedrun how everything changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen. Him and his party found a secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues. Little do they know
hold on, go back real quick. This motherfucker.
man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen. Him and his party found a secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues.
This motherfucker right here. There was an ad for Crunchyroll that would always play. And this mother right here, it was a scene of him smiling. That shit sent a shiver down my spine, and it still does. No, like, something was always just felt off with me when it come to seeing any kind of statue. Yeah, this motherfucker just awakened a whole new fear for me.
Little do they know these statues are alive and they start licking everybody. People getting incinerated to the bone, stepping on bitches, Aaron Yeager style, getting split in half and Swiss cheese like Frieza. This was brutal, and Jinwoo decided to sacrifice himself so everybody could escape, leading to him getting jumped by all the statues and dying like the most brutal way ever. But luckily for Jinwoo, this was all a test by the mysterious system, and Jinwoo gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player, he has the ability to level up. He could finally get out of bronze. He was not destined to be a trash-ass nigga anymore. He turned in into Himothy. Bro started going into secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole parties would struggle to beat. The system made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run.
Full power Jinwoo versus full power Saitama. Who's winning that fight? What y'all think? Me personally, I honestly still think it's Saitama, but like, you know, like, I mean, the workout speaks for herself. Like, shit, if Saitama got that shown that way, like, who's to say? Like, I mean, y'all like know how strong full power Sung Jinwoo is. Like, I mean, shit, I say like it's a pretty decent fight. I'd say you could get like at least give Saitama a good run for his money for a solid couple of minutes. Like, honestly, at max, I'm saying the fight's lasting for an hour. But yeah, what y'all think?
Only difference is a nigga
I ain't
no
power scaler.
He ended up building a Greek god physique in like days.
Lucky bastard.
Now that we got all the context out the way, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, Attack of the Smurf. This.
Oh my god.
Jinwoo caught some
okay, and we're back.
I'm not
We had
talking
to
about
ask.
no regular dungeon bosses. Talking about actual human bodies. He was booming niggas. And our first example of this.
They all
is
deserve
this
it, to be fair.
bum-ass six-stack. These scheming ass niggas was trying to set our boy up. You see, you need at least 8 people to raid a gate. So they needed 2 fills. So they got Jinwoo and this trust fund bum ass. I got all this gear for nothing. Nepo baby
Oh my
Gino.
God, yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I swear, bro, but you can't tell me this nigga ain't the definition of I got all the best fancy new equipment just to still be ass. Like, this nigga sucks. He's got some of the best equipment on the market. If this don't screams daddy's money, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when Jinwoo met up with this six-stack, he was introduced to Mr. Dong-suk, and he explained to Jinwoo, nice to meet you, man. My name is Hwang Dong-suk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way. Now, Jinwoo picked up on these guys' game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Secondly, they only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E-rank. And last but not least, the biggest thing that threw him off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS.
Oh, hell no. Well, for anybody that's played a multiplayer game, where like, you know, like for anybody that's played a game like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, you already know that shit's scuffed as hell.
Ooh, sorry, I've never done this before.
Cause buddy, you can't run in guns ablazing with no heals. To some degree, you need strategy, and a healer is always going to be a part of that. And not to have a single one,
Extra life purchase.
yeah. Something most definitely was fishy here when I first watched this anime.
Not a single healer in sight. And bro told him, oh, don't worry, we do all of our raids with no healer.
I beg your pardon?
And this is when
Hey, I'm right there with you. I
4
beg your
C-ranks and 2 D-ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single healer in sight. GG no hills, this shit is cooked. So later on, they enter the dungeon, and Jinwoo is just there carrying the bags and letting them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is when the scheming six-stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this dungeon is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals, because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dong-suk told old boy right here, hey man, where's the gear? And bro says, man, sorry boss, I left it outside. Jinwoo and Jinho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment, capiche?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and I was never really that one with keeping secrets. Actually, I can keep a secret, but like shit. Yeah, them motherfuckers got scammed.
So they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this six-stack is a bunch of con men crooks, because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. And this would allow them.
You don't even have the newest outfit.
Common sense where? He was already fucking asleep. Nobody had to die, but they choose to let them die. You are actual monsters.
To come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E rank that they had holding their bags was a Smurf of Doom. Jinwoo cooks this spider in a minute time.
No, now I think about it, I feel like this is something that y'all should know. So if y'all don't know what a Smurf is, basically it's a pro player that's on a new account. So yeah, you know, now I think about it, I kind of am a Smurf. Cause like, look, quick little story time, long story short, ended up getting my Roblox account hacked. All my progress was gone, so I had to restart from 0. And shit, luck was on point and everything. I'm talking about, I zoomed all the way back to where I was originally. Some could even say I even made it better. By the way, the moment we're able to go live, I got a whole bucket list of stuff planned for us to do. So, yo, get that boy to the goal, and I promise you, we should have some fun.
Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal abuse. Look at what he's doing to the thing. He's butchering that nigga.
Animal abuse be darned.
Looking at bro like, what the fuck? Who is this demon on my team?
Say my real name one more time, I'm smacking you.
How do I make a YouTube channel on my computer?
Why is you asking me to be able to make it?
Because you did.
Oh my god, fine. Alright, let me pause the video real quick. Okay, and we're back. I'm gonna just continue the video because I know she's gonna end up asking me to help her again.
Just cooked the boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags and said, hey bro, let me carry your shit. You're the boss, right?
I mean, shit, if I just saw what I saw, I'm not blaming this nigga. I am dead ass not blaming it. I'm not blaming him for that.
You need some water, my nigga?
But the whole boss part, though, was like,
sure. Damn, drink it all up, boss. And just off of this moment, this rich motherfucker became his biggest glazer. So then later on, the scheming 6-stack come back. And they were surprised the boss is dead. So they thought Jinho killed it because he has all this expensive gear. So bro told him, kill Jinwoo and we'll let you live. But Jinho was like, nah, I ain't fighting him. He might fuck around, kill me before he kill y'all. So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, Jinwoo gets the urgent quest. And the system tells this man, kill these niggas. All 6 of them. Boom these bums. So this mage ends up blasting Jinwoo and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile. That shit just tickled the nigga. Bro got up and was like, oh, thank you for that. I had this crook in my back for like a month. But that little massage that you just...
Cricks and stuff be low-key scaring me because I've heard stories of how like them shits can be lasting for years sometimes, and I do not want that shit. Man.
Gave me finally fixed it, so allow me to return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the fuck? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to Jinwoo and was like, so let me give you a reality check, man. You're a bum-ass E-rank, bronze 3. What the fuck you gonna do to us, huh?
Decapitation!
With no emotion, just decapitates this man. Niggas is shocked. They like, nani? How the hell did an E-rank just kill a D-rank? And Hwang Dong-suk knew, oh my.
To be fair, like, it's not that hard to imagine. Alright, let's go back a little bit and analyze this joint. Hand around Buddy Bro's neck, other arm just hanging there. Neck wide open. To be fair, it's not that hard to imagine. Just like bring knife up, slash down, decapitated. He got left open. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. All right, and we're back. But yeah, anyways, Buddy Bro was wide open for his neck to get chopped off like that.
And Hwang Dong-suk knew, oh my god, This isn't an e-ring. This is a Smurf of doom. So they all try to jump him, but it is no use. Look, he flash steps, bro, and just shoves a dagger in his neck. Oh boy comes in with the swing, misses, knife to the gut, and he deserves this shit too for rocking that piece of broccoli on his head. You know what made these dudes' deaths even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he finally cut them down. Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. Can't aim for shit. And he like, nigga, what
kind of freaking gun is that?
So Jin Woo easily kills his bum ass.
Crossbow
and then look
gun.
at the mage. He tries to hit Bo with a fireball. Instant flash step. And takes a knife to the booty hole. Pause. Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just off of that, this man that caused 5 bodies, but he wasn't done. Cause he still had to deal with old boy. And he was mad as hell. He was like, you fucking Smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Beating on bum ass D and C ranks. Well, little do you know, those guys were just holding me back. Because I know damn well I'm a higher rank than I should be. So bro tries to attack.
No.
But Wolf Speed blitzes him and tells him, nah, buddy, you're right where you belong.
Yup.
Just another fucking scrub stuck in Elo. Boom!
For a second, I thought he was about to just straight crush his head like a grape.
This
That would have been
bum.
devious.
And at this point in time, old boy started rethinking his whole life. He even started begging the bro like, oh, hear me out, bro. Listen, we could be a duo queue of hell. Me, you, we'll be unstoppable.
You are a worthless, bitch-ass nigga. Because what are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself.
Please hard carry me. I swear to God, out.
Your life is meaningless. You should kill yourself now.
This man just wiped the whole team, dropped off all 6 of them, sent them back to the lobby. But these were not the only human bodies Wu called, oh no. Because the next victim on this man's list was Mr. Taeshik Kong. And I ain't gonna lie, this is another motherfucker that had it coming. So how this happened, Jin Woo was on a raid with his old crew, with old nigga and fine shit. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them
That motherfucker looked like a crack at it. Like, nah, like, look at the way his hands are moving, like, hey, you got some on you, buddy? That's how his ass looking.
gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik
Man,
Khan.
even though his
But
ass
Mr.
smiling,
Taeshik
too.
was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer from a father whose daughter was assaulted by these 3 prisoners. And the daughter ended up booming herself. Then
Damn.
shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some
Damn.
pretty terrible shit. So the father paid Taeshik to kill these dudes. And that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They
Yep.
deserved it. However,
Most definitely.
what was not deserved is what happened to these 2. Because sadly for them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. They saw old boy boom these niggas. So guess what this maniac did? He kills old boy and the old nigga.
You know, to be fair, if you've seen the anime, it's more tragic than just how he's describing it. Because, like, look, see, the thing is like, they were also on the expedition. Okay, not a freaking expedition, like, they were, raid in the double dungeon. And the double dungeon is the one that had the statues and stuff in it. That's what it's called in the show. They were also a part of that joint. And it's like, look, I'm gonna just spoil it, but like, look, I was gonna also react to the first episode of Solo Leveling for my channel. You know, like, I thought, like, maybe introduce something new, see how it goes. Y'all like it? Y'all like it? Simple as that. But yeah, like, look, what they did is, like, long story short, they ran out on this man Sonjin Woo when he needed them most. Left that nigga to die. And, like, they felt guilty as all hell now. And, like, during this raid, they were going to try, like, apologize to him. Like, say, like, ayo, we sorry. Like, we are so sorry for, like, what we did. We did not mean it. Type shit like that.
So what? I have to tell you my power. And you.
And then they did get killed. They never got to apologize for this man. Like, they were genuinely sorry, too.
Then when Jin Woo and everybody else found the bodies, this maniac tried.
Oh, and them niggas had families. Like, if I remember, like, one of them had a whole wife and kid. Tragic.
to sneak them until Jin Woo stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like, yeah, I love the thrill of the kill. So what should I do first? Should I dive your backline and kill your healer?
That's what I do.
You're not gonna protect a poor bitch. And my God, this is Jinwoo's first offense of letting somebody get their ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga's ass. So Unk told Jinwoo, hold on there, young player. Let the OG handle this one now. Now, Kang was a B-rank hunter, and
OG, you were not Shanks. You were not future. You were not future Gohan. Dang, other characters with one arm, shit. You're not none of them. You're strong, but you are nowhere near as strong as you think you are. Slow the fuck down.
was a C-rank hunter. And also, you can't forget, Unk has one arm. And before one of y'all say, but usually, characters with one arm are usually strong. Hey, guess what? Not everybody is built like Shanks. This is just a regular nigga with one arm. So, whoa, why the fuck did you let Unk fight this nigga? Why? So you could read your opponent, so you could download him to beat him later? Like, nigga, you could download his ass.
Pause the video again. And back once again.
While fighting him. But nah, you decided to let Unk get that ass whooped. You got fine shit over here falling to her knees, panicking for her lifeline. Oh my God, we're gonna die. You literally let this nigga get hit by a judgment cut. Nigga popping off, blood to keep Virgil. So when
nigga really got hit with that domain expansion. Malevolent Shrine.
he was about to die, Jinwoo finally decided to save this man. But I don't care, too little too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the Jinwoo special. Watching this nigga get his ass beat just so you could pull up cold as shit. Fucking serial ore farmer, bro. Now, Tae-Shi Kong wasn't an idiot like the six-stack. This man knew off the rip. He ranked my ass. You're smurfing like a motherfucker. You know you can get reported for this shit, right? Now, this fight for Jinwoo was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. So at the end of the day, this is an ego off. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys start to dance and everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match. But everything changed when Jinwoo got that notification and the system said once again, lock the f in and boom this nigga or I'm stopping your heart. So this man started hitting the Goku hop, loosening up the bones and muscles.
If the motherfucker I'm fighting starts doing this, I might just end up just like saying, yeah, buddy, you got it. I was not familiar with your game. Cause like if mid-fight motherfucker starts warming up, I do not want to know what this man's about to start throwing out at me. Like, oh, I don't know.
Whoop this nigga ass. So Jinwoo blitzes bro at the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that nigga Tae-Shik was stunned. He was like, holy shit. Was this motherfucker just warming up? Indeed, he was. And that cut that he landed poisoned the left side of bro's face because Jinwoo's daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jinwoo started blitzing the hell out of bro, started putting him on his toes. But Tae-Shik ends up using his passive ability, making him go invisible. And he ends up slicing Woo in the ankles. I know that had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter, up the pain level by 10 and that's the hit.
Motherfucker did not have to. I felt that shit, because y'all understand, like, I used to ride scooters all the time. That was my main thing of transportation. The amount of times I ended up hitting myself on the back of my ankles, that shit's enough to make a grown man cry.
That Jinwoo just took. And that man Tae-Shik was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fuck nigga? Go on, call out to your healer. Go to your back line and get some heals like the bitch you are. But Jinwoo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him, born again! What? Like, bro, just look at his face, man. He knew it was over. Bro can heal himself. And he has a spare healer in his back line. It's over. At this point, just vote to surrender, my nigga. Just get it over with. So it was all over. Jinwoo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura. It invaded this man's psyche. And before he knew it, he had a dagger shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the lights went out was this man Woo ore farming over.
Yep. I know exactly what I'm using this image for. Y'all see.
His body. I don't know what's worse, getting fucking teabagged or a motherfucker or farming over my dead body. But with that being said, Tashika Kong became the 7th victim to be Swiss cheesed by the Smurf of Doom, the Jin Woo Trials.
Excuse me.
Y'all right, ladies and gentlemen.
All that
Exhibit
was
B,
just Exhibit A.
scrapping with a Souls boss. Now this man Jin Woo is not new to fighting crazy ass dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and lived to tell the tale. That is insane. Belt to ass on this nigga.
They talking about is good. Yeah, he right. This motherfucker was a Souls boss.
But that strike had so much force, it sends him across the throne room.
The amount of strength this nigga got to, like, for not only be moving this fast, but to also carry around that big ass claymore.
Sparkle is here to save the day.
God damn.
1 second later, he's already on his ass. Didn't even give this man a chance to breathe. Bro's armor parried it. Then he came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jin Woo was lost, couldn't do nothing. He been fighting the motherfucker for 2 minutes, and not even an inch of health is gone. So Jin Woo's blade could
It's funny, I know
do
what that
nothing.
feeling.
These
I know how
stats
that
were
feels.
not doing it. Bro was insanely underleveled. So Jin Woo decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Egress, being a gentleman, decided,
Oh, we throwing hands, huh? I like you, little nigga. All right, let's throw hands then.
bro was already winning. The fuck punch was so fast, it was unreactable.
God
And
damn.
it didn't stop here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room, then hawked him down to hit this boy with the humbling this man to a pulp and look at
Her whole personality has been a lie.
This motherfucker should be dead. I don't care what kind of plot armor you have. Nobody should be able... Like, you literally have to be from Dragon Ball Z or straight One Punch Man to survive a fucking hit like that. Did I just see a motherfucker get his body juggled? How the fuck you do that? He juggled his body. Oh, hell no. His spine. His organs. Oh, my. Shattered.
in slow motion. Uppercut to the gut, then to the back, while making him flip mid-punch. Then another 2-piece combo. Then he hits the Dragon Ball double hammer fist slam. Then sends him flying with the haymaker.
Lord
And
have
At
mercy.
this point, it just looked like Eagles was playing with a new toy he got for Christmas. Bro was hitting him
Nigga
with
got
the
that
Holy
Spartan
Dragon,
Rage
then
buff.
threw him across the room again. And look how he just
He got hit
conveniently
one good
landed
time.
on the throne. Then this man
He
Eagles
said, man,
walked up
fuck
to him
first
like,
face.
Come on, bitch ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne. Or sit here and die like a bitch.
swings at Jinwoo, but Jinwoo enhanced his body to catch the sword, then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye, finally doing some damage to this man. And this is when Jinwoo just awoke that dog in him.
All I'm gonna say is to anybody that has ever had anything like touch their eye like really bad, like straight hit, y'all know how much that shit hurt. I'm not sure if I've ever told. Actually, no, I pretty sure have. Like, y'all remember when I told the story how I got stung in the eye by a wasp?
Tell him it's okay.
That shit hurt.
He ended up pushing bro all the way into the wall.
Pause.
But dog, this insane lock-in moment, not gonna lie, insane work. Nigga beat a Souls boss IRL and on the first try too. Well,
I mean, wait a minute. Wait a
to be
minute.
fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try.
How the fuck you knew what I was
Bro
about to say?
proved that he was Himothy. Just for
lying
5 minutes
mother-
later,
Damn.
the Jinwoo trials. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, At the end of just trial 1, this man got 7 bodies, 1 count of animal abuse, 1 count of watching somebody getting their ass beat when you should be helping them, killing a Cerberus, and defeating a Souls boss. Not gonna lie, them some impressive stats for just 1 try. And we still got exhibit C, D, and E to go in trial 2. So, will Jinwoo make the round table? Will this stat line get even more ridiculous?
No, most definitely.
Spoiler, yes.
Y'all see what that says? Not only y'all better drop a sub for your boy, because if you made it to this point in the video, you liked it. And I got plenty more content like this. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'm gonna go get to recording another video. This is the one. See y'all in a little bit.